What's up, boys? Today I've got a bit of a different video. It's kind of a discussion video. I talked about it in the intro, but just like say the gameplay in the background is a lot of vehicular gameplay and a little bit of sniper. We start on road transmission and then we go over onto Going Railway. While I was recording this gameplay, I also got an insane streak on Operation Locker. I ended up getting like 45 kills, and second place on my team had like 23. It was an absolutely insane game. I went on like 2 15 streaks in it with like 15 kills in like a minute. So I'm probably going to post that tomorrow, just that gameplay talking about it, but just sit back, relax, boys, and enjoy this discussion video, and tell me if you guys want more of these in the future. Hey guys, so it's Shane here from LazerGamingDaMLG. In this video, I want to talk about sort of a division in the Battlefield community, sort of give you guys an update to what people are thinking about the Battlefield 5 attrition system and sort of the new health ammo regen system that's in the game. Now, this is a bit of a different video. I'm pretty much going off of this massive Twitter thread that's pretty much been going on continuously for 2 days. And it's just people like Shadow6, Marble Duck, Battle Nonsense, aka Art, people who are in the game and sort of in the community that really have pretty solid opinions around where the game should go, and they've generally been respected in previous Battlefield games, sort of knowing what's best for the game. Now, there have been some major disagreements among these people. Marble Duck has generally been someone who truly understands Battlefield games and really understands sort of the intricacies of them. aka Art runs one of the most high quality Battlefield channels in my opinion, I think, and he's one of the better vehicular gameplay players, I think, at least in Battlefield 4. Battle Nonsense is pretty much an OG Battlefield player. He's a huge proponent of sort of Battlefield 2 style gameplay, and he sort of pretty much designed his own Battlefield. He does a lot of netcode work and stuff like that as well, and he really wants Battlefield to go back to where it was in Battlefield 2, and he thinks that Battlefield 5 is doing that, and he really likes Battlefield 5 in the direction that it's going in, whereas a lot of these other people think that the game as a base is good, but that they need to change some things, especially with the attrition system where you have limited magazines and your health doesn't regen all the way. So essentially, I'll show some of the tweets as I go through this, but essentially Marble Duck and aka Art think that the attrition system just needs to go. It makes it really hard for solo players to play, and I'm not going to necessarily say that this is my argument. I'll sort of give my opinion at the end of the video. I'm just presenting both sides of it. Marble Duck, aka Art, and a bunch of other people think that attrition should be removed. They think that while it is promoting team play per se, it is pretty much forced team play, and it doesn't really work. You're forced to rely on players who may be worse than you and players who might not know what they're doing. That's pretty much what they say, is that forcing team play, in a sense, doesn't really help because you're making a player who is at a really high level work with players who are at a lower level, and it's a lot harder for that player at a higher level to have the same success. Marble Duck is really one of the main proponents of this. He really hates sort of the forced team play aspect of it. I'm going to try to get some of his tweets, and he says, once again, how do I adapt if players don't give me meds and ammo? How are their actions of other players something I can adapt to? And he says, you consistently fail to explain this. He's pretty much saying that there is no way, if another player doesn't give you health or ammo, that you can adapt to it if you want to push. The really only way you can adapt to it is if you fall back to your base and camp at one of those ammo stations. That's another issue, is while DICE is sort of saying, oh, we're implementing team play, we really want you to sort of work with your team, they're still giving a fallback of the ammo crates. So you don't really need to work with your team if you're willing to just camp. So basically they're saying the only way that you don't need to work with your team is if you camp. Battle Nonsense, on the other hand, says that you can take ammo from killed players, you can take meds from killed players, which he thinks they should add. He thinks you should be able to take meds from killed players, which I personally do think is a really good idea. I also think a remedy to this is if you got more ammo from killed players, such as if they rewarded you for killing someone, you get more ammo, because right now you only get like 10 bullets after you kill someone, which it usually takes a bit more than 10 bullets to kill someone. I think that they should reward people who are high skill and can really be aggressive with that sort of playstyle. So Battle Nonsense sort of brings up some stuff that is pretty controversial and kind of condescending. He says DICE wants teamwork and skill to be big in Battlefield 5. So they have to add mechanics that appeal to those who like that, while players who don't like it will stay clear of the game. You can't get die-hard, lone wolf, egomaniac players to suddenly become team players. Now, one of the issues with this is that, yeah, DICE is trying to implement the sort of team play thing, and they're trying to get rid of the lone wolf playstyle. The issue with this is that that's sort of the playstyle that they've encouraged ever since Battlefield 3. So pretty much for almost the last 10 years, they've encouraged this playstyle, and they've had the majority of their growth in the franchise from that playstyle. In Battlefield, I like being able to just hop in and run around, and while you are rewarded when you play with your team, and that's something I like, is that you're rewarded when you play with people, such as, for example, you can tank with somebody else, and you can, if you're tanking with somebody else, and you have pretty much a gunner with you, they can rep you, they can pop out and shoot RPGs at the tanks, you'll do a lot better. However, you can still be a lone wolf and tank. They don't sort of take it to, like, the extreme. They allow you to play on your own, which I think is something that I love about Battlefield, just being able to hop on, chill, maybe listen to music or something in the background, not have to be completely engaged, but still do well. And they sort of mix that with the ability to have a team and do better. Battle Nonsense wants it to be a much more intense game, and a lot of other people do. It is a very popular opinion to have Battlefield be a lot more intense game, but I don't necessarily think it will work. So Battle Nonsense furthers this by saying that you should be able to only heal yourself once per round. You should only be able to, for example, spawn in, heal yourself, and it would be a super long animation. And then Art says, what you suggest will drive so many players away from the franchise, probably including myself. I want fast-paced gameplay. Taking a 1v1, getting damage, then being forced to camp and wait for a teammate to heal is pretty much shit, he says. Just basically not being able to make those aggressive plays, those clutch plays in Rush, for example, where you're pushing forward, you kill 5 enemies, you're dipping and dodging mine cover, you get the MCOM armed, and you blow it up. Those are some of the most intense Battlefield moments you can have. In Battlefield 1, it would be like taking over an entire operation flag on your own. They don't happen much, but those are the only in Battlefield moments. Getting one kill, waiting for your teammate to run over, heal you up. Getting another kill, waiting for your teammate to run over, heal you up. Over like a 3-minute span isn't that intense. And Art says that if you want that kind of playstyle, just go and play Arma. Actually, Marble Duck said that. But there are slower paced games that you can play. Maybe not on console, but the majority of these people that want this sort of intense gameplay are on PC. There are a lot of people behind Battle Nonsense, and this kind of is the direction that Battlefield 5 is going. They really want to push this sort of team play and sort of even force team play objective, and I'm just not sure if it's going to work out because it's so different from what we've had over the past Battlefields. The Battlefields that sort of made the franchise what it is today and sort of brought in so many people is pretty hard to change this late in the game. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like down below. I tried to cover this as well as I could. I personally agree with aka Art and Marble Duck that they should tone down the forced team play a little bit. They really need to reward solo players who are good more, because having to rely on teammates sometimes is really hard. You guys all know this. Having to rely on your teammates, especially in Battlefield 1 for example, is very annoying. Your teammates sometimes have no clue what they're doing, and when you're trying to play the objective and you need them to help you, it becomes very, very annoying. And this will just be turned up in Battlefield 5. I personally think that what they should do is they should just allow players to heal on their own, basically by picking up heals off of the enemy. They should even allow you to regen all the way up to max. I think health regen should be put back to what it was, allow you to heal all the way to the max, and I think that I do agree with the reduced ammo. It is kind of nice, but I think what they should do is they should give you a full magazine when you kill an enemy. So maybe you start with 2 extra clips instead of 2 clips total, and every time you kill an enemy, you can just pick up a full magazine off of them. I think that would help with this issue a lot. Tell me what you guys think about this down below in the comment section. Are you on the side of having a more intense Battlefield like Battlefield 2 that's a lot more team play focused, or are you on the side of having a more traditional recent Battlefield where you are allowed to play on your own and you can really play on your own to your heart's content, like Battlefield 3, 4, Hardline, and 1. Again, tell me down below in the comments, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new here, but that's what it is for this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.